Finish the race.
Ooh, overcast.
Overcast conditions. So welcome to the Trans-Nation Challenge GP3 category. We've got overcast conditions for the GP3 qualifying. I'm joined in commentary by Guy Tasker and Noah Wek, of course, the undisputed, unchallenged driver of the F1 category. Won't talk about the results of the F1, although I think a lot of people kind of have a halfway suspicion of who already won. So anyway, so welcome to commentary, Noah, and who do you think's going to come out on top in qualifying out of all these drivers?
I don't know. I think there's so many drivers who kind of put in the practice, but I don't know. I think Erlen Dang will. He's my prediction.
Well, we'll see how that plays out. Of course, Erling Dang was in the F1 race like literally 25 minutes ago. We've only just finished racing for F1, so it's been a very
hard.
it's very hard to get.
Yellow flag already.
Who's put it in the fence already? I can't see anyone.
In fairness, I did that on my.
Yeah, I saw that. I couldn't help but have a chuckle at that. Anyway, so we welcome back PMNA also to the league, who missed two events for Spain and Monaco, and almost would have missed it if it wasn't for that. And I don't blame him. I mean, God of War is such a good game, so for him to want to play that over this, I can imagine. I don't blame him, but the GP2 race was really off the hook. We had three different candidates capable of winning the race, and it was only really separated by who had the least penalties, and in the end we had our winner sorted out after a few little incidents here and there. So it's going to be interesting to see how the GP3 play out, because I'll list the names of the drivers. So we had Big Mike 46385, Jordan Dittmer 711, CAJ Alt 97, now Habs for Life 634 and Erlang Dang have all raced already this weekend. So Erlang Dang has just gotten out of his F1 car, or his F1 Mercedes, and now gotten into the GP3 Mercedes, so he'll be a little sore.
It must be so exhausting.
Oh, it would be, I can imagine. Just
one is exhausting enough for me.
Well, yeah, and not to mention that we've gone race commentary in pretty much the space of 10 or 20 minutes. So it's I feel like I could do another 100% with the way I'm feeling at the moment, but yeah, I think definitely 100% are going to have to be overlooked at the season 2018. I think a lot of people want them, but I think a lot of others kind of think once you're in a groove. I mean, for me, it was just a very lonely race, but I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Well, me too. I was about 3 laps down for the majority, but anyway, enough about.
Yeah, enough about F1. We're spoiling too much, but anyway, we're just waiting to see.
Jonesy just about across the line.
So Erlen Dang is about to start.
12-4.
So 12.
Solid start there.
Erling Dang's going to respond. No, he must have got invalidated on his lap.
He's starting his lap right now.
Who's going to be next across the line? It's going to be Big Mike 46385 in the Ferrari. So
Josh as well coming across.
So the two Ferraris going to cross the line. Big Mike P2 14.4. CAJ to the top with a 12.
Yeah. I just saw it. I think he was getting a tow along the straight from the two Ferraris.
And look at that. He's ahead of his teammate PMNA. So this could be
the next one to cross the line is NZ Pro.
Oh yeah, you're right. Here comes NZ Pro.
And he's going to do a 14.2.
See.
Puts him on the third grid.
Pro Opus set a 15.6. Rise K's just gone to 7th with 14.2. Banana Josh's time looks to have been invalidated because he didn't.
Yeah. Ooh, Jordan Dittmer's gone very wide.
He has too.
And Dang is on the back straight.
And Habs for Life is on an outlap. So let's see. Oh, so Erling Dang's in lap. Oh, okay, so here we go. So he's on the super soft.
Dittmer and Habs for Life here. Because Jordan Dittmer is on a flyer, even though he ran it very wide, and Habs for Life. Oh no.
12.5 for Erling Dang on the super softs.
Oh yeah, what time?
So let's have a look at the time set. So CAJ on pole with a 112 flat from Going Z. Erling Dang's the fastest on the super softs. In fact, PMNA's now just gone to the top with a 111.6, so he's responded to his teammate. But that's quite a good outing for Williams. I mean, a front row lockout potentially at the moment. Josh has come in, so he's obviously hasn't been able to get a good run in. Pure Gold.
Yeah, Pure Gold's just down the back straight now.
One of the main things you look at especially when you're in the qualifying yourself, is you look at reference points. And as he crosses the line, he does a 12 flat himself.
Yeah.
So, the one thing you look at is that the reference points as to when you get to a thing, and you say, if I can get to this reference point within, I don't know, 58 seconds, then I know I'm going faster than.
Yeah, you've got to break it down.
I mean, you can look at your sector thing, and if it's green, of course you're going to do it. But you're too busy focusing on the car itself that you can't really focus too much on it. So you just look for where your sector split is, and then just look to where a reference point. So, Fook 2's Banana Josh and Jordan Dittmer yet to set a time, and they're all in the pits with 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining on the clock. So.
And that's most likely because their lap got invalidated, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if Fook 2's has even come out yet, so.
Like, they're running on straight, correct?
Fook 2's is in the pits. Banana Josh is.
I think they should be on strict, yeah.
Yeah, they are on strict. Yeah, sorry.
Because I mean, Canada is a tricky circuit to get right with corner cutting.
How many did you get in the end?
Yeah, I didn't even set a lap.
No, I mean in the race.
Oh, I think I got 9 seconds. My brother got like 26 or something.
Yeah, I saw that. I was hoping he'd get disqualified, but
yeah, well, I kind of was and I kind of wasn't, because good result for Ferrari, but despite that, finishing P2, I have still not finished P2 in a race yet, so I need to do it somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, Habs for life.
Okay, guys, back to GP3. Okay, I guess everyone is about to set their final laps.
Yep, this is what we like to
call. Time
call.
should be coming in.
Yep, this is what we like to call the happy hour. Where drivers just put on the fresh set of tyres and go out. So Banana Josh is.
I've actually just seen. I missed that. PM&A setting in 11.6.
Yeah, so he's helped Williams lock out the front row, and CAJ will be relishing the idea that his teammate's going to be on the front row alongside him. I mean, there was a lot of conspiracy behind the Monaco Grand Prix with XNZ Pro 55, which is still to this day one of the most heated topics of the of the category so far. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what would you guys prefer? Would you rather do 2 runs or 1 run?
I suppose it really depends on what the tyre degradation is. With Canada being so low in its tyre deg, doing 1 or 2, 2 or 3 runs doesn't necessarily put you at a disadvantage. Whereas the likes of Spain, you can only really do 1 run, and then you can't really improve from there on out.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I only did 1 run, and I normally only do 1, but I feel like actually I probably could have done 2 here.
I did 3 on my last run because I got invalidated on my out lap, so I had to do 2 laps and then push. And then by the time I got to my,
I only got my in. I didn't get a second lap in.
And then by the time I got to my flying lap, I ran out of fuel. So either way, so PM&A is about to go on a flying lap. We've got an instant sector 1. So, it's Banana Josh. So, as if his qualifying isn't already going bad enough without setting a time, he's really pushing the boundaries of trying to get a time. And in fact, one of them just set a time. I didn't see who it was. Here comes Big Mike. Ooh, very wide very open coming into turn 1. Here comes CAJ. He sets a CAJ 11.6 himself.
Oh, that's close.
Oh, so close. He's going to go for a second lap though, so got a chance to take that pole still. Oh, and yeah, Fukto's up to 4th.
So Alan is about to set up his final run.
And Fukto's is locked up massively going into the hairpin. He's gone right up to the wall on the hairpin. I think
I see it.
I don't know what he's doing now. He's just waiting there,
So
I
be
think.
careful, you're joining the track.
Oh, and someone's spun it there. Who was that? Jordan Dittmer, I think it was. Yep.
Oh yeah, he's done
Yeah, ended up in the wall, and I think he's chosen to retire in the end.
So can CAJ's on a lap, can he go to the top and displace his...
Oh, here he goes, across the line.
And 11.673, very marginal.
So close.
Erland Dang has retired.
Yeah, P6, I'm a bit surprised by that. Going Z's up to P3 with an 11.9. So Haas, of course, Going Z is the only Haas driver now that Big Mike has moved to Ferrari for the rest of the season.
Let's see if Banana Josh can get a time on the board.
Yeah, Pure Gold and Foot2 make it all Ferrari, McLaren Honda 4 and 5. That's not too bad for the team.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that. We've got 3 drivers top 12 at the moment, so Going Z just sneaking under that 12-second mark as well.
So Banana
He's on
Josh,
another man.
I don't think this will be representable. It's going to be a 14.7, but also invalidated again. So
Struggling
So this will
with
be
the strict corner charting.
yeah, PMNA's given it up. He's convinced. CAJ's actually gone on for another lap. And
Banana Josh
no,
is
it
right
doesn't.
on the margin. Banana
Going
Josh
Z,
has
it's just coming
exactly
through
one
the
lap left.
Hospital Champions. Going Z about to come across the line. Can he improve?
And yes, goes to the top. 11.4.
Oof.
He said to watch out,
Yep.
and it's definitely not disappointing. But Banana Josh has just set the fastest second sector.
Yeah,
Whoa.
but I don't think he has enough fuel left.
Oh yeah,
He's
let's
at
have a look.
0.6.
Oh, and
No.
Big Mike has got in Jay's way here, I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jay's had to
Yeah,
back
I
out.
don't think Banana Josh has enough fuel to finish his lap though.
Oh no, he'll just make it. He's teetering on
Let's
it.
see.
So
Not too
it's going to
bad.
cross the line, although it doesn't look quite quick actually. Oh no, he just ran out on the line,
Oh.
so a 12.1, so that's not bad. He splits the McLaren boys.
XNZ Pro is slightly improved, but there's a big gap there between 8th and 9th place. There's a whole second separating Naomi 92 and XNZ Pro there.
And for Naomi 92 in championship battle, he's alongside his rival, Erlangdang, so Mason improves. But
31, so
Yeah,
but
but
I
it's
think
nice
it
to
might
see
be
that the top
invalidated.
3 are so close. Compared
Yeah.
to top 4.
oh yeah, there's top 4 really. They're all pretty.
And Erland Dang is staying on the super soft tires, so you'd be using those at the very start.
I would say that CAJ will be very, very upset at the moment because not for what with Big Mike, but you know the fact that he looked promising for a front row start, and Going Z, his season 2018 teammate, has just displaced him down to the second row.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd have liked to have had that front row start. Bit of a cleaner run through into the first corner, but
And Habs for life, P12 on his home Grand Prix. Not ideally where he'd want to be, and Mercedes have kind of given them the hammer down to saying he needs to improve. So with a 14 flat, it's pretty dicey.
Not looking
yeah,
too
quite a
good.
long way off the pace there. Well, I talked because I talked to him this week for the moment of seriousness, and he said that he wanted to really catapult his season this week using his home Grand Prix to really kick his season off, and it just hasn't really happened for him yet.
But you know, the race is what gives you the points afterwards, so let's see if you can make
Well, exactly. Qualifying's one thing, the race is another. So, Rise
Well,
KYC, the last of the drivers with a 14.6, so not bad for a second outing in the TNC GP3. Definitely going to be interesting in the battle between Naomi 92 and Erlangdang in 7th and 8th. Ideally, I thought they would have been more up the front.
Yeah, that is a bit of a surprise. But then again, you look at the drivers in front of them, and they're all drivers who have shown they have the pace to be up there as well. So it can't be a massive surprise that that we have these drivers up there.
So anyway, here are the results for qualifying for the Canadian Grand Prix GP3, and it's going Z28 from PMNA, CAJ on his home Grand Prix in P3 from Pure Gold, Banana Josh, Fook 2, Erlandang, Naomi 92, XNZ Pro 55, Jordan Dittmer 711, Pro Opa, Habs for Life 634, Big Mike 46385, and Rise KYC makes up your top 14. So that's been qualifying for the TNC GP3 Canadian Grand Prix. Stay tuned for 1.5 hours of Crash Fest.